I overslept again. So, didn't go to school today. I woke up. Hello? Give me soap. I woke up, and it was like 9:40. And usually when I'm going to school for first period, I need to wake up at like 6 a.m. at the very latest. So, school only goes until 10:45, and then after that, I was gonna go meet some friends who live in the same city as the school. But we don't, we're not in the same class, so we don't ever see each other, even though we go to the same school, but we have class on different days. And then I was like, oh, can I come over at 11? And they were like, yeah, sure. And then everybody's going over there at 11 / close to it now, and it's like 11:35 right now. It's gonna get fucked up when I bike anyway. So I'm gonna be late. I got like a bunch of bloody spots on here. Why is that? What am I doing? I don't know. But they'll be fine without me. I mean, I originally crashed their friend group like years ago. Is that a highlight on your boot, or is this dirt? I think it's a highlight. Anyway. Miquin, Rin Nation, rise up. Should I brush my teeth? I don't feel like it. Anyway, yesterday I went to an improv show, like in the audience. It was the first improv show I've ever been to. It was pretty fun. It was really small. There was like not even like 50 people that came to go see it. Yeah. And I should probably use deodorant, huh? And I didn't know how to feel about it, because improv can like be really hit or miss, I think. Because like sometimes people are funny and sometimes they're not. So I was kind of worried that it was going to be bad and I was not going to enjoy it. But, you know, my mom invited me and I was like, I guess I gotta. Let me get some air and like light in this house. Ooh, it's burial time again. I'm gonna post when I'm with my friends though. Oh, there's some iced tea here that I'd left entirely open. So it was pretty fun in the end. I had fun. The 3 people were interesting. And then at some point, they called me on stage. It was so scary. It was so scary. No, I'm kidding. It was actually fine. Like in the first moment, it was pretty scary. Because the actors, it was a very small stage. It was a very small room. And so one of the actors would like walk through the chairs of the like audience and like pick out people to, you know, give like the themes and stuff. And I like that concept, but it's always really awkward when there's like people who don't say anything at all. So that always sucks a little bit. And me personally, I get nervous about saying things out loud. So so I said one thing once. And that was that. And I guess after that I was interesting enough. And I mean, I'm like one of the few young people that was there. There was maybe like 5 people that were like under the age of 30. I was the only one who had blue hair. And so I guess I was an easy target. I also sat in second row, very close to like the end of the row too, so you could see me like directly. Yeah, and then he was like picking out 2 people, and then he was like, you raise your hand when I say this one word. And then he did like a little dialogue, and then he said like the word and stuff, and then I raised my hand, and then he was like, oh my god, and now we have volunteers. So I got tricked. I got fooled a little bit, and I was like, oh damn. But it was fine, because my like stage fright and stuff isn't as bad as it used to be. Like 5 years ago, I would have probably like left the room. But yeah, it was fine. And then what we had to do was, I'm not sure if you know about like theater. I just realized I'm upside down. Sorry about that. But if you know about theater, and you probably, in like improv especially, you probably know about this thing of like having 2 or more actors be like puppets, and then people from the audience get to like decide their emotions, and then the actors have to like interpret the motions and then do a dialogue based on that. And I was supposed to be one of the puppeteers, and the other one was like an older man. And it was so difficult because you don't notice until you're on the stage, but the lights are so bright and blinding. I could barely look straight ahead, you know? I mean, damn. I could not see the audience from the stage, because it was just such a bright light back there. And it was also like, oh my god. It wasn't a lot of people, but they were all looking at me, so it was kind of crazy. But in the end, they were all very nice, and they interpreted a really good story or whatever. So that was cool. And then it was really interesting to like be on stage, because that's literally like kind of the last segment of the show, to then like be with the actors in the same time, because obviously then they're like, okay, and now you have to bow and stuff. And it's like the thing where actors like they hold each other and then do like this, you know. And it was really nice because everyone was very nice to me, obviously, because they're not about to be mean to like some like random audience member. And then I shook all their hands, and I was like, thank you guys so much, I had so much fun. Yeah, and that was it. And then we went home. And then I overslept, and now we're here. I need to eat something, but I'm not really hungry. Okay. I've driven that route to the other cities so much with my bike, I'm getting like bored of it now. ADHD moment. Okay, bye!